Hello everyone, I'm Atelier Toka, Spirit Alchemist or Tasker, and welcome to part 81 of Let's Play Shining Resonance Refrain. I think that was it. In this part, we are going to be starting the final chapter of the game's story. And this is where everything's led up to. The last chapter. Chapter 8, Shining Concerto. Malgius Cathedral.
What were you thinking working with Zest? Why waste your time with him?
Waste? I beg to differ, my good captain. As Zest himself said, he is our top candidate for the inheritance of Deus. Who am I to question it if he's finally putting forth some effort? This can only be good fortune for our order.
You'd allow a power-hungry non-believer like Zest to mantle Deus. You see nothing wrong with that arrangement?
What's to allow or disallow, The aim of the Sanguine Church has always ever been to restore our Lord Deus to this world. Nowhere in Scripture is the shape of his vessel described, and Zest, by my data, has the highest compatibility rating of any candidate.
It's a fluke! What about all those generations of careful breeding, of cultivation, of devotion? What becomes of the disciples of Deus now?
Oh, that. Yes, that project no longer offers anything of value to my work. Misfortunate, but such is the nature of progress.
Nothing of value? Damn it all, Joachim.
And another thing, with regard to Zest's unprecedented compatibility rating, is this too not revelation from Almighty Deus? Has he not made his chosen vessel apparent in this, our hour of seeking?
Zest couldn't care less about Deus, or even the faith. He does not deserve the mantle.
Georg, my friend, my captain. Are we not swords of the Church? Is our purpose not to see its will realized in the world?
You aren't wrong.
Then stow your foolish pride and help me prepare Zest to mantle Almighty Deus.
No. Absolutely not. I will inherit our Lord's blessing and no other!
Oh, Georg. That's a dangerous line of thought. Entitling yourself to the gifts of Deus. Is that pride I'm hearing, or heresy? Keep up that rhetoric and I'll have no choice but to file a report with the Inquisition, you know.
You would charge me with heresy? Of all the...
I would and I will, if you keep up this idiotic messiah complex. And should that come to pass, why, all this talk of compatibility ratings would be the least of your worries in the face of excommunication, my dear Captain. Now, are you a sword of the Church or a sword against it? Which will it be?
You think to make demands of me? Give me orders? What kind of fool?
I am no fool! Don't you understand? I am chosen, blessed with divine genius, and tasked with greatness itself.
You don't even understand a word I'm saying, do you? You can't hear yourself. If you believe all that, you are truly lost, Joachim.
Lost! If anyone here is lost, it's you, my poor captain. You think your tongue is making words, but all I hear is heretical babble.
Then allow me to translate. Had you forgotten, Joachim, what it means to make an enemy of me? I name you fool because you are a fool to let that slip your mind.
Come now, Captain. You can't kill me. You need me to mantle Deus, yes. Otherwise, you'll never...
The pieces have found their final places upon the board. Your services are no longer required. Misfortunate, but such is the nature of progress. And now, I will claim my inheritance, my birthright, and mine alone!
And we're at the Seagull Inn now.
Everyone, it's an emergency. There's an Imperial flag flying outside. What? When did they get here? We would have spotted any movement. I don't know who the messenger is, but he says he's the commander.
Commander? Is Georg showing himself?
I don't know his name, but he wants us to bring him the Shining Dragon.
His Radiance? They want Yuma, do they?
We won't know what their real intentions are until we get out there and have a look. Let's go.
The Gate Bridge.
You're here. Nice.
Zest? What are you doing here?
You know, stuff happened. Georg can't come out to play, so I'm Knight Commander now. First, I've got something to tell you as Supreme Commanding Officer of this army. As of this morning, military operations in Alfheim are over. I've ordered a full retreat.
What? You're pulling out? Just like that?
Just like that. The mainland's sliding into chaos over succession this, rightful heirs that. No state to fight a war in. They're out.
They? So...
Oh, I'm not going anywhere. In fact, all of Beowulf's knights are still sworn to the cause. Unlike the Imperial government, the Church needs that shining dragon, and he's here. Not back on the mainland.
So you still haven't given up on the resurrection?
Of course not.
I don't buy it. This isn't like this guy at all. Hey, Zest, how do we know any of what you're saying is true?
Still skeptical? Feast your eyes.
That's Georg's sword!
You know it. It's Gallarhorn, Georg's badge of authority. Well, believe me now? I told you I'm in charge. So if you're still set on stopping the resurrection, it's not Georg you're after at all. It's me. For the ritual to go on, we need the Shining Dragon's energy. And for that, I need Yuma. Well, not all of him. I just need to rip my victory from his chest. You get it yet? This is where we end it all. Well, not here. I don't want anyone butting in, and I'm sure you don't want to fight so close to your precious city. Come on. I'll be waiting at Sleepy Hollow once you've found your spine.
And there he goes. What is his deal? Why do you have to come all this way just to taunt us and buzz off? And he's suddenly on board with resurrecting Deus? I thought he couldn't care less about all that.
Well, he's still a member of the Sanguine Church. Maybe those teachings finally got to him.
You're saying, what, like he's having a crisis of faith since Yuma beat him?
Whatever his reasons are, he has Gallarhorn to back it all up. We can probably assume he's telling the truth about taking command. So if we defeat Zest, we can stop the resurrection of Deus.
That seems like the logical conclusion, but we still have no idea how much he's strengthened since the last time. We've seen what the Dragon Imperator is capable of, and we've seen the destruction Zest can cause without it. Together
they make for fearsome foes. What a predicament.
At least he doesn't have Georg's ridiculous healing thing. It should be easier to fight him knowing every hit we land is gonna stay there, right?
Small comfort, that. You realize how difficult it is to land a hit on him in the first place?
Yeah. Screw me for trying to show a little optimism, I guess. Jeez, dude.
It doesn't matter how fast he is or how hard we hit. At this point, we have no choice. The path to stopping Deus is through Zest.
Yuma's right. Besides, we've beaten him once already. We'll win again, I'm sure of it. With me, everyone! We're going to Sleepy Hollow!
Well, hold on. Something's wrong with my headset. Uh-oh.
How do you do?
I'm getting a little worried. Okay, there we go. For some reason, my headphones had gone completely silent on me,
Would you like
but
a forecast?
they're working fine now. Oh, I got them working again. I'll be honest, that did give me a bit of a scare. Alright. But I should be able to push through with that.
Hello.
So, what all is there? I guess I'll go invite Leston for a night event. I just hope something like that doesn't happen again. But I mean, the fix wasn't too complicated. All I had to do was remove the plug from the socket in the headphones and then plug it back in. And then I just had a little trouble getting the plug back in the socket because I wasn't seeing it. And I had to take the headphones off to see what I was doing. But anyway, let's fight Leston. Alright. Now, let's head on back to Seagull Inn. I want to do another night event with Leston. It doesn't feel like there are any more side conversations. And it's kind of a shame.
Hi.
But I've seen a whole lot of them already.
Welcome back.
Hey, those have always been fun to see. Hey, so if I have to end, and at least it's now. Oh, when we're so close to the end. But anyway, let's see another night event.
here.
Yuma, you're late. Oh, Leston, were you staying up just to talk to me? I suppose so, though I'm not sure how I feel about it. I suppose there's no harm done at any rate. Huh? What happened to your hands, Leston? You've got dirt all over them. Ah, I was just out looking for herbs. It demands a bit of rooting around in the soil. But I found enough to make some useful medicine. Herbs? You know all that grass you've boned up? But it looks the same as those weeds growing around here. To the layman, perhaps, but wild grasses often have a variety of practical uses. For example, this herb here, perhaps. I picked it because it's helpful in treating wounds. How do you suppose it's used? Apply it directly to the wound? Oh, no, that was wrong. Technically correct, but there's a side effect. If you apply this herb directly to the affected area, something terrible happens. Does it sting a lot or something? No, the color of the herb bleeds into the skin. It takes around a week to come off. When Kiriko was little, she got a cut in her cheek and I used that herb to treat it. She refused to speak to me for a week. I guess Kiriko had it rough too. Well, there we go. Thanks for the lesson on herbs, Leston. I'm gonna review everything one more time before I go to bed. Fine idea. Then I'll see you tomorrow, Yuma.
Until tomorrow, then.
Ah, well. Now I know which answer not to go with. Now, well, let's see what there is now. Good morning, Yuma. Let's do our best again today. Oh, there are side conversations we can do. Let's talk to Kiriko first. The fighting's only going to get more intense. So far I've been able to get by, but so many people have been hurt or even killed. We have to win this war, for their sakes as well. What is it, Yuma? You look deep in thought. Yeah, we've got an important battle ahead of us, so I was just reflecting. Can't afford to lose now. After all, we've won. Understandable, but try not to obsess over it. That can distract you during battle. He's right, Yuma. And you'd be surprised how often you can come out on top in a fight if you just don't think too hard and just go kablam. That's way too reckless. Have you been fighting like that this entire time? Don't think too hard and just go kablam. I see. Never combat strategy. I'll try that in the next battle. Marion? No. You do not need to be taking advice from Agnum. Yeah, I'm not on this. Look what you did! Now your stupidity is getting to Marion. If something goes wrong next time, it's your fault. Whoa, wait a second. I just explained how I fight. Where's all this backlash coming from? Even with an important battle on the horizon, we are still the same as ever. But I suppose that's not a bad thing necessarily. It means we haven't changed. Yeah, maybe you're right. Thanks, everyone. I feel a lot better now. Haha, see? All according to plan. Now we have all the harmonics here. Things are bound to work out. That's true. If we include Excel, we have all 7 harmonics. It's awesome. With all 7, it's kind of like we're a band now. A band. I like the sound of that. I'd love to do a performance with everyone. A violin, a harp, a guitar, a trombone, a flute, a pipe organ, and a clarinet. An eccentric ensemble, to say the least. Alright, after this battle's over, we're having a victory concert in town. 7 instruments. That makes us a septet. How wonderful. I would love to. I don't want to put a damper on things, but... You are against this concert, Yuma? Not really, it's just I don't have an harmonic. Then how about you be the conductor, Yuma? Huh? but I've never done anything like that. Do not worry. It is because of you that we have all come together, Yuma. It seems only right that you be our conductor. That's a nice thing to say, but it has nothing to do with my actual skill, and I don't know if Excel would join either. Don't just give us all these excuses. You gotta be more manly. You two are in whether you like it or not. Okay, I'll do my best. After this battle, you will start practicing your conducting right away. Do not worry, I will be there with you. Let's win this. To win back the smiles of the people and to give this nation a future. Yes, and to bring us all together as a true septet. Obtained Yuma's trait, Fated Conductor.
Did you need something?
And now, we're going to talk to Rina.
Whoa, Yuma!
Let's see what this conversation is gonna be. What's wrong, Rina? You look anxious. Yuma, please, you have to lure me into a trap. I have to what? Rina, what are you talking about? We've been so busy fighting lately, I haven't had any time to go to any ruins. I haven't fallen into a trap in ages. I feel like I'm gonna die from the stress. You like getting caught by traps? Shouldn't you be more interested in disabling them? Well, disabling them's fun too, but there's something kind of comforting about falling into a good trap. I, see. But if you're expecting to fall in a trap, wouldn't it be that much harder to catch you? Besides, it's not exactly normal. I'm not sure there's a single other person in the story who falls into traps as a hobby. I guess so. I've never met anyone else like that. But you just gotta try it once. Seriously, once you get caught in a trap, you'll know what I'm talking about. I don't understand at all. How did you get interested in traps in the first place? Good question. I've always been interested in ruins, and the first time I explored one alone, I stepped on a suspicious rock. Now, I heard about traps, so I got really freaked out for a second. And I carefully looked around my surroundings. Then I saw it. It just looked like fancy old engravings, but it was actually a blow dart shooter hidden in the wall. So I left one of my items on a stone, snuck away, yanked them off some string, and then da-da-da! Blow darts everywhere. I see. Sounds like a pretty close call. That's what it's like. You get to appreciate the trap's intricacies. It feels good to get yourself out of a dangerous situation. I went into a trance, and I couldn't move for a while. But then I realized my body was kind of paralyzed. What? Oh, turns out one of the darts hit me. I got lucky because I was just paralyzed, but if it was lethal poison, I totally could have died. I dragged myself across pitfalls, guillotines, one of those nasty rooms with descending ceilings. When I finally got to that exit, it was all like, phew, I can't believe I survived. Wow, that was really dangerous. But I sort of get what you mean. It'd be a one-of-a-kind experience, no doubt about that. Right? How many hobbies can get you in situations where you're like, wee, I could die any second and nobody would know? It's kind of like you're in a battle of wits against the people from ancient times. You versus those crafty ancient trap builders. Listening to you talk, I'm kind of curious about how it would feel. Then, do you want to go explore a room together next time? I'll nudge you into the deadliest trap they've got. Oh. Or I could just set traps in your room. That way you wouldn't even need to go to a ruin. I think that could be a problem. Emma wouldn't know how to handle that. You think so? I thought it was a good idea. Maybe I should check my room when I get back to the inn. We've got Rita's trait, Honey Trap. Wow. That is not a good thing for a woman to be called.
Are are you doing?
Okay, now I need to check the castle front and for any side conversations.
Hello there.
It's because I don't want to miss one. Oh, there's our lovely princess on the loading screen. Oh, there's one with Marion. I can tell because it's moving around. Yeah, Marion's always on the move in this area, so let's talk to her. Ending action, disengaging combat mode. Turning to passive mode. Phew. Thanks for practicing with me, Marion. It's not a problem. I have to train sometimes too, or I'll get rusty. Oh, good. By the way, Marion, I've mean to ask. You always say these weird things just before combat. Is that some kind of spell to power you up or something? Spell? I haven't been using any spells like that. All that stuff about combat modes... Oh, that's not a spell. I'm just switching my mind for combat. Switching your mind? Yeah, when I was in Gaelrix, Yohim trained me to do that. Yohim! I think Yohim called it conditioning. Change your mindset right before battle, sort of like you're changing your thought patterns. Heighten the speed at which information is processed, maximize combat efficiency. I think it was something like that. I don't really understand. I don't really get it either, but I think it basically means you stop thinking about unnecessary things while you're in combat. Feeling bad for your enemy, thinking that maybe it's bad to hurt someone, and those kinds of things. You were trained to not feel those things? Don't you think that's cruel? What did Yohim do to you, Marion? I don't know. I think it might have been a good thing that he trained me to be like that. What do you mean? If Yohim hadn't made me this way, I wouldn't be able to fight for you guys. But that's... It's okay. I'm only like that during combat. By switching mindsets like I did earlier, I can go back to normal. Don't worry, Yuma, but I guess it is kind of weird, huh? Thanks to Yohim forcing me to go into combat mode, I can fight with you guys. I can help protect the people of the city. So, even though what Yohim did was terrible, he's sort of responsible for giving me the power to help people. When you put it that way, I guess you're right. So I don't want to let this power go to waste. I want to use it to help people who need me. I think it would have made Ed happy, don't you? Yeah, you're right. I'm sure if Ed could see you now, he'd be proud of you. Makes me happy to think that. So, I'm going to keep fighting to help you guys. We've got Marion's trait combat mode. Okay. Just need to make sure there was nothing wrong with my headphones. Phones, they just acted up for the second time. I might need to consider replacing them. It might be a problem with the cord. Maybe I should just get a new cord or something.
How do you do?
Really, it's just that one thing that's not in the best of shape. So if there's anything I would need to replace, it would have to be the cord. Because that's the thing I didn't really take care of. But anyway, we've got enough time on this video. More than enough, actually. We're at just about half an hour. So I'm going to cut the video here. And in the next part, we're going to Sleepy Hollow to fight Zest. Just one last time. And until then, I am Atelier Toka, Spirit Alchemist or Tasker, and I am going to go touch grass.